As you may know, I travelled to the Berlin Money Fair 2026, met a lot of interesting characters and had a fantastic time. This of course was my first time ever at the World Money Fair, and we picked up some bargains along the way. So now, sit back, relax, and in this video we show you what we came back with. So guys, first thing we managed to pick up on day one, quite grateful for, as one of these Kookaburras, the World Money Fair 2026. As you can see here, the Privy mark is the Ampelmann, which is a stopover from East Germany. It's the traffic signals for stop and go for pedestrians. Managed to pick up two of these at €135 a pop due to what the silver price was at, but hey ho, it is what it is. First impulse buy here is a St. Nicholas. Now this is 925 silver, I believe, and it was an impulse buy. I did see it and I suspected it was an ounce of silver. Unfortunately it was a half ounce, but you can't deny it is a very nice design there. It is a 20 Swiss francs from the Swiss Mint, and it is an absolute stunning coin. I might gift this to my son for Christmas, but I haven't decided yet. Next up, we headed to the Monnaie de Paris, the Paris Mint. I'm a huge fan of the stuff coming out of this mint, and this is one of their medallions, the Monnaie de Paris tokens for the World Money Fair 2026. I do collect these whenever I'm in France, great wee souvenirs to pick up. So I saw these and I couldn't resist. Now these are silver, and I had to pick up three of the Musketeers here. I know I'm missing D'Artagnan, but I suppose we could try and pick that up a different time. Now these are 33.3% silver. Yeah, it's a low silver content, but I can't deny that I absolutely love them. They're €10 denomination. I do have quite a few of these already picked up from previous trips to Paris, and they're great wee collectible items, not so much for investment but more collectible. Next up, we headed down to the Austrian Mint here. I saw this and couldn't resist. Who can resist a guy in Leaderhosen with a deer staring at him? It is a half ounce of silver, and I thought, you know, for the price it was okay at that point. I mean, the silver price was £85–86 per ounce at that point. So we picked up this, which was €58. Couldn't really complain at the price. What I didn't realise at the time is they were selling the Proof version, which is in this bag, for the exact same price. So I later went back and picked it up, because who can't resist a Proof coin? You see, this one is Colorized. I am not the biggest fan of Colorized coins, but I might make an exception for this one. You see, check out the guy just chilling out there with his Leaderhosen with the deer in the background. Next on the list we have MDM. I did pick up quite a few bits from here. I picked up a couple of these Beerstein, 10 gram from Samoa. They are limited to 1,999 as 3/9 fine silver. I couldn't resist picking these up. I mean, I picked up two of these. I believe they were €39 each, but I mean, check it out. I mean, they're nice wee collectibles. I picked up two of these, as I said, one for my son and one for my nephew. I think they're going to make some fantastic gifts for, you know, birthdays and Christmases, that sort of thing. As I was picking that up, I noticed they did another version, which was a Pretzel. And I thought, do you know what, I'm going to have to buy this one as well. Again, €39. As a colorized coin again, but you know, for the collectible value in the novelty, I thought it was worth it. While we were walking through, we spotted the tie mint, and I saw this for, I believe it was €8. It is a commemorative silver coin for a king that I am not going to attempt to pronounce. It is 80% silver, 20% copper, and the denomination is 10 baht, if I'm pronouncing that right. As I say, I couldn't resist picking it up. It is a little tiny bit of silver, but yeah, it's great to add to the collection nonetheless. Next, we headed back to the Presburg Mint on day 2. We were eyeing up one of the PAX rounds. I thought, do you know what, I have to pick up one of these. I thought with the drop in silver that the prices would drop. Unfortunately not. So they were still wanting €130. Shout out to CY Sterling, who managed to talk this guy down to €110. Unfortunately for the guy, he reached over the table to pick up one of the last that was available and picked up a proof round. So here we go, here's a bargain of the century. We've got a €200 coin for €110. Following that, we headed back out into the numismatic area and I managed to pick up a coin I have been searching for some time. Any Lord of the Rings fans out there? Check it out. I have been searching for this for some time. Now, next to that retailer, I got talking to an individual from London who managed to sell me this for €90. At the time, it was a great buy. Now, I only have one more of these, one Onza, or the original Libertads, whatever you want to call them. And if I'm being honest, I am more a fan of this design than the newer one. What's your thoughts on that? Do you have a favourite? Let me know in the comments. Speaking of Mexican silver, as you know, I do collect these 10% Mexican Uno Pesos. Anywhere I go, they still clink like silver, despite being, you know, only 10%. I mean, it's not an investment. I do have what I call a pirate chest, which I fling these into, and it's great just, you know, opening it up from time to time, having a wee plate of silver, pretending to be a pirate. I mean, what's not to love? Next pickup is from Czechoslovakia. It is a random coin which I can't remember where I picked up. Now this one here is a 50 kronen and is 50% silver. Do you know something that's probably, again, I don't know where I've picked this up, but it's probably because it said silver and it was sitting at €10. I thought, do you know what, I'm going to pick it up. Next pickup, which I'm quite pleased with, is these 1000 Escudo coins. Now, these have a weight of 28 grams with a fineness of 50% silver, so 14 grams each. Managed to pick them up for €28. And you know something? You know, I'm a lover of commemorative coins, plus the silver. What's not to love about them? Might pick some more of these up in the future if I can get them for a good price, maybe fill a tube with them. Onto some gold now from MDM. I've picked up a few of these for my wife. These are 1 200 ounce of gold, and it's a Harry Potter. I mean, she was quite pleased when I gave her this for a little gift coming back, but swiftly taken off and putting into my chest. What can we say? Next we head on over to Germania Mint. Now, as I mentioned in my previous video, they made a little boo-boo with the pricing, and they were selling these 1 100 ounce gold for the price of 1 200 ounce gold. They'd mixed the pricing up, boys and girls. Rookie mistake. So we put the flyer out on Stacker Social, and we came and wiped them out of their stock. But do you know something? It's a great pickup. Nice little fractional bit of gold with the price of gold with the way it is these days. You know, these are only going to increase in value. Staying on the topic of gold, we have these 25mg gold foil notes. Now, these are for Arium, and I believe they manufacture the Goldbacks, if I'm not mistaken. Now, they were handing these out for, you know, just freebies. You know, every time I walk past, they're throwing them at me. I wish I walked past a few more times, maybe racked up some gold. But the interesting thing with these is they have a security feature that they contain some bioluminescence. Now, picked up a handy torch from Germania Mint, and as you see here, I hope it shows up well on camera. You can see, yeah, it lights up pretty well. Now, the series that they are launching, they're not quite available yet, is marine biology, you know, things that bioluminesce. So you see you've got a shrimp here, I believe they've got one with some sort of jellyfish, etc, etc. But I can't wait to see these come out. Maybe pick up a few and see how we go. Speaking of Goldbacks, we stopped by their booth and there's a little exclusive here. This is a Washington D.C 2026 one Goldback. So this is a limited edition. It is released to celebrate 250 years of the US. It does contain the usual 1/1000th of an ounce of fine gold, but check out the security feature on this. Yeah, the fireworks light up, which I think is quite, you know, it's an amazing design this. Usually the security features are on the back. As you can see here, not much happening there, but you know, it's a great design. Whether these are not for investment, I'll leave that up to you. I personally just love the artwork. So at this point, I'd like to give a big shout out to CY Sterling for fueling this latest edition. Managed to pick up this album from Lectrum. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And you see it's for euros. So CY seen I was eyeing up some and offered to sell me his spares. So we managed to pick up quite a few from him. Fill out the album, and it's yeah, so me and my son are having great fun collecting these now. So at the booth they handed me this coin. I have no idea whatsoever what it's about, but this is from the Lectern booth. It must be a mascot, but you know, nice wee freebie. Next up, we have our Mint Your Own Tower Mint. This was a fantastic exhibit. I believe they've got a Mint Your Own at every World Fair. I can't wait to see what next year's design is, but check this out. So you're handed a blank planchet and you walk around all the steps. First off is the edge inscription, followed by the minting process, then the ink. And now, as I've pointed out here, each one is given their own unique serial number. I believe there was a limited mintage of these, so I have got number 128. I mean, for the experience alone, it was worth it. Next up, we're swinging by the Bulgarian Mint, and I was offered one of these. I couldn't resist. Now, as you may know, Bulgaria recently joined the Euro, and this is the first ever mintage of their versions of their Euro. I thought, you know what? It's a nice wee collectible, a wee commemorative issue, and this was going to be donated to my son. Now, as many of you know, I am a huge Japanese addict, and we managed to pick up one of these World Money Fair 2026 Japanese mint sets. Now, on the first day, I'd completely forgot about these. I had Kookaburras in the brain and forgot. Time I went round, they were sold out, so on the second day I was lucky enough to snag one of the last remaining. You see here, it is the year of 2026, and if we turn it round, it is the year of the horse. So we recently went from the year of the snake to the year of the horse. And I mean, check out the designs on these. Absolutely love them. Love them or hate them, they're a fantastic buy. These were only 20 euros, and you know, for 20 euro, they're a nice wee collectible. Out in the numismatic hall, I spotted a retailer of more Japanese sets, so I couldn't resist picking up this one as well. So this is a commemorative for the 7th year of Reiwa. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure someone will correct me. But again, 2025, it's the year of the snake, as you can see there. I mean, the designs on these are just phenomenal. And my aim is to try and collect as many as I can. I might start doing a little date run, however, in the process of researching, I'm seeing there's a lot issued in a year, so I might need to pick a lane and stay in it. Following on from that, we managed to pick up this one here. Now, this one is a National Treasures. This was sold by the Japanese Mint. I don't know much of the story behind this. Again, I'm going to have to research it. But I couldn't resist. I believe it was 20 euros also. I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy it. I love the design on the front. I mean, a rabbit chasing a monkey with a branch. Pfft, what's not to love? And if we have a look here, the design continues onto the coins, and you know, absolutely amazing quality here. Next up, we picked up another Japanese mint set. Now this one is for prehistoric sites in northern Japan. It is a World Cultural Heritage coin set from 2025. Now, I saw the design and I thought, you know, I have to have this as well. I believe this was only €15, and you know, as you open it up here, you can see different historical artifacts that have been found in northern Japan. It is obviously in Japanese, so I might get the translator app out for that one. But check out the design on this. I just couldn't resist. So what's your thoughts on the Japanese coin set, guys? Do you want to see more of these in the future? Are you aiming to collect them yourself? Or are you not fussed? Let me know in the comments below. Me personally, I'm going to keep stacking these. They're not obviously silver, etc. But I think, you know, for a collectible point of view, they're a nice thing to have. Getting back on track with some silver here, we picked up this as a €20 coin. We got this for €59, so this is, I can't even pronounce it, I know it's a German 2019. It is 925 silver, €20 denomination, but let's dig into it and see what it is like in the inside. So you can see here it is 925 silver, it's 32.5mm diameter with 18 grams, €20 denomination. And again, it's a colorized coin, but do you know something? I love the design. I might pick up a few of these in the future. I need to do some research on the Euro coins. I think there's some fantastic designs out there. So on the last day, as people were packing up, I headed on over to one of the, I believe it was China Mint distributors, who were practically giving these away. I picked this up for €5, and do you know something? I don't know much about it other than it is a commemorative issue celebrating 500 years of the Forbidden City in China. I love the design on it there. As you can see, the denomination on the back of it is a €1/4. Never seen a €1/4 in my life. But do you know something? It's a nice wee commemorative. I need to do more research on it. So it does come with a certificate of jewellery testing. I do not know why, because from what I believe, it is base metal. Next China coin pickup here. Again, €5 for this. It's a commemorative medallion of a series of treasures, you know, quite ominous statement there, but as we dig into it, you can see here, I love the design here. I do have a Chinese silver coin for the Kuatin province, which looks similar to this. It's obviously on a smaller scale, but you know something, as a wee commemorative, I couldn't resist. You see in the back there, a medal of currency treasures of China. For €5, I thought, do you know what, I'm going to buy it. Now, next thing we come to is the 2026 World Money Fair passport. As you can see here, you buy these, I believe it was €15, and you can go around all the mints, get a stamp and a coin from each mint. Not only that, it gives you some insight to all the mints that are there, and a nice handy map to try and work your way around. Believe me, you probably need this, as the place can be quite overwhelming. Sometimes it's good to have a little map of the layout of the land, so to speak, so you can direct where you're going. But check this out, mostly euros, but you know, some nice interesting coins in there. Next pickup we have is a €2 coin for Heroes, NHS Heroes from the Monnaie de Paris. I thought, you know something, I'm going to have to pick this up. Being a nurse, sang to me, I thought, do you know what, it was an impulse buy, don't judge me. Next pickups is from Amsterdam. I managed to pick up these. I love a memorial coin. I collect these wherever I go. It's a nice little, well, I want to say cheap souvenir, but whenever I go I end up buying a lot of them. But it's a nice little indication where you've been on your travels. I do have a number of these from, well, nearly every country I've been to. Again, it's a nice little keepsake. Next we have this album here. This is another album we picked up from Luctrum, and as you know, I am a fanatic about finding these pressed pennies, especially for my son who collects them. Managed to get quite a few on our travels in Berlin there. As you can see there, I might be cheating slightly with the memorial, or the medallions as they're called, But it was nice to fill these out. Managed to pick up, like I said, a few press pens from Checkpoint Charlie, TV Tower, Alexanderplatz, and Brandenburg Gate. Did head over to the Spencer Hill Museum. That's Bud Spencer on Torrance Hill. Great bunch of guys. If you've seen the movies, you know, you know. Now, as I mentioned previously, my son and I are doing a world coin hunt where we're getting one coin from every country. Pre-Euro, obviously, which makes it a complete and utter ball ache, but here we managed to pick up quite a few that we were missing. I think, as it stands, we're only outstanding 6 countries to make up every country in the world. Obviously, that's every existing country in the world. We do have some from countries that no longer exist, such as, you know, Yugoslavia, etc, etc. But, you know, stay tuned. If you would like to see a video on our progress on this world coin hunt, please let me know, and I'm sure I could arrange that. So guys, that brings us to the end of the pickups. As I said there, I might have went a wee bit overboard, given the price of silver at the time was £86. You know, we didn't get as much shiny as we would love, but this here is one of my favourite coins. I have to admit, it was a steal for a proof version of it. Can't deny. Next off, of course, we have the One Ring. Been searching for this for ages at a decent price and got it, you know, for a reasonable €110. I mean, what else can I say? I absolutely love my Japanese mint sets. I was grateful I was managed to pick up some of these. One thing I will say, if you've never been to the World Money Fair, please make it a mission to get out there. Not only for the nice bargains and steals you can get, but also for the memories and friends you meet. And of course, we've got the Kookaburra. You know, this was my main thing I was going after. I was glad I managed to pick it up. It was a bit of my lead the first day, but we got there. And you know, I'll probably pick up one next year as well. But like I said, this is the booty. Thank you for watching, guys, and until next time, peace.